call the Board of Works and Park Authority meeting to order. First up is roll call, please.
Tom James.
Present. Present. Next, we have the minutes approval of our July 27th or 22nd session.
Motion to approve. Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of our July 22nd meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carried. Citizen comments this morning looks like we have no unfinished business. New business is the wastewater treatment plant and our agreement with Wagner and Liner.
Big Lewinsky, the Living Air wastewater plant. So I did some research into trying to find an HVAC plant over the winter. I did have a couple of my heating systems go out in our sludge barn, and it actually caused the hydrant to freeze up there and break. Luckily, we don't need it at this moment, so it's currently off. It's not leaking or anything like that. But it made me well aware that one, I don't know HVAC, and two, I need somebody who does. So I did some searching around. I reached out to quite a few contractors. I only was able to get one proposal back for an HVAC system, our maintenance proposal, and it was from Wagner Minor. So we went through all of the HVAC systems that I have at the facility. Everything listed in the scope of work is actually at the facility. And they went through all of it and everything they would do through each plan of service for each piece of equipment. The total scope for this maintenance plan would be $5,600. Are there any questions?
Wagner Minor is this company that serves the city hall of Blue.
The only other thing I noticed and I brought it up with Ben was the contractor, at least the quote here, had the wrong entity's name on it. Some
they've already
Ambassador Campus Properties.
Yeah.
Not sure who that is, unless you guys built a new home for retired mayors or something.
He's already emailed me back with that correction.
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's in that very first paragraph.
Oh, in the paragraph. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's addressed to.
Yeah.
It's addressed in
Yeah.
that place. That's very first paragraph.
Sure, they have other clients, they just got the wrong name in there, so when we get to correct, we'll move on from there. Any other questions about that? Entertain a motion for approval of so second. It's been moved and seconded that we accept the quote from Wagner Minor for $5,600 for our HVAC maintenance program. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
If it's all right with you, I can just stay up here and do a quick update. So just a couple things that we've been going on at the wastewater plant. American Pump was here. We did a quick walkthrough at the plant for our press demo that's going to be next week. There's a press we're looking at for a project, and they're coming next week to do a demo of it. So to showcase us at the plant as well as members of the board and also the council if you're interested. They had to push it back a day, so the demo for everybody would be on Thursday. When I get the exact time, I can let everyone know. But if you are interested in seeing how that process works, you are more than welcome to come and watch.
Say that was Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday. But also while they were here, we had a couple of issues with the leaking way with the last storm. It took a little bit longer than we thought it should to get pumped down. So they were here, they pulled our pumps, and they found a couple things that were lodged in places they shouldn't have been. So just giving you a heads up that they were there. We got things fixed around, it's back running. in better condition than it was. Back in the beginning of the year, we got a quote approved to get VFDs installed from Service Electric. They had it installed and BL Anderson has done the startup, so those are officially up and operational now. As well as ART, the manhole coating company that we also do a do not exceed quote with. They have coated manholes on the north side and a couple else throughout town, and they are also done for the year. And then one final thing is we were looking into doing smoke testing on some of our sewer systems, because we're starting to notice after having rains that we're actually starting to get gravel at our headworks. So we are going to do a little smoke testing here this fall to see if we might be able to tell where there's some breakages in the sewer lines. We're going to do the east side. That's typically the older sewers that we have. I have door hangers ordered already, and then once we get a rough week that we're going to get that nailed down, we'll put out door hangers on everyone's door. That way they're aware that they see smoke out of their toilets or sinks, etc., wherever they come out of, that it's the city doing that. They don't need to call the fire department saying the toilet's on fire. So that's just double updates on what's going on with the plan.
Okay, thank you, Ben. Mr. Crossley? Nothing. Jeremy?
Nothing.
Mike?
Matt Butler's in town, he's doing some sidewalk work for the Strawberry Valley Trail, so let's get that, we're busy trimming trees and trying to get all that cut back before the school buses get moving, but I don't think we're gonna get big. That's all I got.
Thank you, Mike. John?
John Parrish, Park Director. Just to let the board know, I'm going to start interviewing. I actually started interviewing. I need a desk attendant at the rec center 3 days a week, 1 to 5. I had a guy quit, so I am starting the process of interviews and stuff like that. So I will eventually bring that to this board to hire someone. That's all.
Okay, thanks, John. Jeff? Ben's already been up here. Elroy?
I don't have anything.
Ron? I don't have anything. Tom? No, thank you. Laura?
Just let this board know, we've been hosting the meetings for the county must task force. We met, yesterday was our second meeting, and we had a consensus with the group that we are actually ready to submit our report and our recommendation to the state. The county council president was here, and then once the report is ready, we'll also present to the county council so they know exactly what we're recommending. But we tried to make everybody in the county whole compared to what they were getting with the lid. We didn't have to go to the maximum to do that. We felt pretty good about, I think, everybody. I think Earl O'Brien, the mayor of Kendallville, the schools that were there. The schools are not actually allowed in the legislation as it is right now, but we tried to incorporate that. So what we do basically is we make a recommendation in the form of, here's our plan. And what we would do, we did not take it to the maximum. The state allows 2.9, and we did not take it to that maximum. We did 2.2, which doesn't really have a huge impact on taxpayers compared to what it is now. So we're hoping that this plan will be something that, you know, who knows what the legislature will be going forward if they'll make the changes. But Baker Tilly will prepare our plan, and then I think what did he say? Probably the October county council meeting, and then we would all come as and help you. But Baker Tilly would present it to the county council. I know you serve on that, so
Yeah.
for yourself, that would be a good thing. So he felt a little bit intimidated about trying to present it to council, but it's not something that you would even pass until 2028 or 29.
Right.
So there's so many changes that could happen in between now
Sure.
and then with the legislature. So, but anyway, we accomplished in, I think, our 3 meetings what we hope to do, and so we feel good about it, and hopefully everybody else.
Really happy about participation. A lot of times people slough it off. This time, all the local small towns had a representative, obviously, Kidderville, Ligonier, being the two cities of Noble County, and Doug Hart, president of the council, have everybody on board, and be, Shelley, I don't know, Shelley was there.
She was not.
You know,
That's why it went so fast.
yeah, having county officials, within this task force to take these recommendations back down to the state. And, as I say, being a little proactive, it's not something that's gonna happen today or tomorrow, but however, in a couple of years, it could be a significant change. So,
Well, what I was impressed with Baker Tilly was in the very beginning, because the actual voting task force is the clerk treasurers of the cities and towns and the county council president, which didn't make sense that other people weren't included, but we didn't create it. So we were actually voting, but they invited all elected officials, all administrators from all the units that were getting lit, the townships, the schools, the libraries, everybody was going to be affected by that. So they included them all so they could come to the meetings. They just had, when we got to the point of voting, it was just those. So, but and we had to have a consensus. Nobody could vote no to the proposal.
Had to be unanimous.
Or it had to be unanimous. So it was yesterday, and I think Doug felt good about it too, don't you?
Oh, yeah,
I think he did.
I think Doug is relieved. One, that we took the bull by the horns and had Baker Tilly do this for us. I want to say that was the best thing we ever could have done, is had Baker Tilly facilitate this, because they break everything down, and we had 6 options yesterday.
Yeah, they came with 5 and then they did one right on the fly. They changed it to what we said, well, what if we did this? You know, people gave their input. And we've not allowed anybody in the meeting to give input.
Yeah.
It was just the voting actually was just Sarah, but.
Tom, for the county council, when it comes to you, it's going to make it pretty simple.
good, yeah, good.
And
He doesn't need to be intimidated by.
He does?
Doesn't.
I don't think he, not by the council, but I think by trying to present.
Sure, yeah.
I think he just didn't feel comfortable presenting.
It'll be a big relief. It's so complicated, and it was good to have Baker Tilly break that down and give us those 5 scenarios, and then we put together a different scenario. It makes it so much easier to understand, and like I said, the big relief off of Doug's shoulders there, so we can present it to the council.
it's like I told Barb in the last meeting, now it's our responsibility to reach out to our legislators to say, you gave us the toolbox and the tools. We've built it to make it work pretty fair for everybody in Noble County. I think the plan we went with for an annual income of a person of $70,000 in the county, it was like a $310 increase annually. So that's pretty fair to make everybody whole, including the schools that are not allowed to be made whole at this point. That's our hope, that there's enough recommendations throughout the state, because there's 92 counties that are supposed to file this report. And we all know that won't happen. I would say if they get 45, they'll be real lucky to get about 50% of people, counties that are doing this, because there's some counties in cities that are refusing to work together. Yeah. And that makes 0 sense for their communities. I just don't understand that. So I would say we're in the top 20% in getting this done and recommending to send our report to the legislators. And like Barb said, the county council won't have to approve this rate specifically until it gets closer, but at least we know where we're at with the tools they've given us at this point.
And they said that, a lot of counties are trying to be comparative
in their rate to what other counties are. They said they're working with Whitley County, and Whitley, they felt would be over the 2%. They didn't know how much, but they felt it would probably be close to what we were looking at as well. Orange County hasn't started theirs. I think Elkhart is done, but they're just recommending that we use the same lit procedure, from what I understand is now. I'm not positive about that, but I think that's what I heard her say.
It's pretty close to that, yeah.
So, but I mean, it actually even almost helps us recoup a little bit of our property tax decreases for all the units.
Anything else? I'm really happy with the progress on our trails and everything. There's a lot of construction going on. I'm sure a few residents probably have a few questions. One thing or another. Another note of encouragement was this morning's RDC meeting, and people starting to take advantage of our facade grant program and fix up their buildings front, back, top, and so like it was mentioned, it becomes contagious. And the pictures we had this morning of the completed front on this building give the north end kind of a new look. And another building next door is contemplating taking on, and possibly a couple more. So one leads to another, and the south side down here, people cleaned up a couple buildings here, and it becomes contagious as it creeps in, and we get the whole downtown area at least looking nice on the front side. Hopefully, this will incorporate a new business, and so create that stimulus that other people said, hey, why not look at this building and do a new business or something. So really encouraging, but glad to see progress. Thanks to the RDC for making those funds available. So with that, I'd entertain a motion for adjournment. So moved. Second. Been moved and seconded. If we adjourn, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.